Okay, in this video we're gonna be continue about the bases. So for the acids, we're gonna highlight the things for acid that we need to highlight. As I said, that we just need to let's say that you have to memorize only just a few of them, like just 3 of them. I don't need you to memorize all the points of the uses of acid, but I just need you to let's say that to memorize only 3 of them. The first point that you can highlight it is the first one: the human digestive system. The human digestive system relies on hydrochloric acid produced by the stomach. So this is, you can make it as the first point for the uses of acid. This is number 1. Another one is acids are sometimes added for food, to food. This is, you can make it as a second one. Okay, so just write for me like number 2. You don't have to give me an example. Like this example is only for, let's say that for understanding. But we highlighted the first one, for example, the human body. So we don't say, for example, we just make this one as a number 1 and this is number 2. Let's say that if we have another one, acids are also used in the production of foods such as cheese. You can make this one as a number 3. This is number 3. This is number 3. Okay. Another point is some pain relievers such as aspirin or acids. So this is, you can make it as a number 4. Number 4. As I said, I'm gonna highlight a lot, but you don't have to memorize all. You'll just let's say that you will just memorize only 3 of them that you like. Acids are also used to manufacture fertilizers. This is, you can make it as a number 5. They are also used in the production of dyes for cotton and wood. This is number 6. So from here, from number 4 until aspirin or acids, it's number 4. Number 5 is acids are also used to manufacture fertilizers and explosive. This is number 5. Number 6, it's here. You use it in the production of dyes for cotton, silk and wood. Until wood, this is number 6. So now we have got 6 points. You are just memorizing 3 of them. If we talk about the bases are different from the let's say that from the acids, but we have more that both of them, they are, let's say that they are working together to produce for the uses of something else. For the bases, guys, okay, besides being used in soap and cleaners. So this is number 1. We can make it and we can highlight it even for ourselves, like being used in soap and cleaners. So this is one of the uses of the acid, of the bases. They are an important part of cement. Okay, so inside of the cement, sometimes maybe they put the bases, or maybe the base, it was, let's say that inside of the cement there is the basis, which is different from the acid. That was number 2. So this is number 1, an important part of soap and cleaner. This is number 2. They are an important part of cement. Number 3 is they are also used in paper making and petroleum refining. Paper making and petroleum refining. So this is, we can make it as a number 3. Guys, if you look at here, look at this picture, bases are used in the paper manufacture. So this paper that they will make it, let's say that maybe this paper, which is like for the science, maybe this one also it contain base. So this is really important in our life to know that even the things that we are using daily, it contain acid and base, right? Not only from the food, for example, from the cheese, as we say that maybe we can eat it, or from the aspirin that we maybe sometimes we use it to remove the pain from our body, or the papers that we are using daily, it contain acid and base, right? Both acid and bases are used in the manufacture of rayon, a fiber made from the cellulose in plant. Rayon, it's like the, let's say that it's just like the clothes that sometimes we are using, which is like expensive. So both of them, they can be used in the manufacture of rayon. Okay, we will not highlight this one, guys, because I just need you to memorize from the differences. Let's say that the acid alone and base alone, but only that you have to know. So it's like extra information that I'm gonna color with another highlighter. So I'm gonna color with this one, because this is like something extra information different from the acid and base, but they are like together. Both acid and base are used in the manufacture of rayon, a fiber made from the cellular of plant. This is not necessary. The other one is acid and base are also important in developing photographic film. Like both of them, they are working of what? Of photographic film. Like bases are used in the developing solution, the liquid that causes the negative image to appear on the film. When the film has developing long enough, dilute acid is used to neutralize the bases and prevent any further development. These are extra information. It only gives you the extra information about the photographic films. So only that you have to memorize about only 3 points of the acid. As I said, you are free. We highlighted, like let's say that we highlighted 6 of them, but you are free to memorize only 3 of them. And here for the bases, we highlighted, I think, 3 parts. You are responsible to memorize 3 parts. Just one thing that I wanted to remind you, it was about the pH value. We said that if we have let's say that if we have acid or base, we don't know what is the acid or base. How do we know that if the solution is acid or base? We say that here we have a 0, here we have 7, and here we have a 14. I said these solutions or anything that which is acid, it is between 0 to 7. We can call it as acid. And from 7 to 14, we can call it as a base, right? Even we say that if any solution, if anything in the world has a pH which is equal to 0, it means that this one is the strongest acid. Strongest acid. And if a pH of any substance, any compound has a pH which is equal to 14, it means this one is strongest base. Strongest base. And this solution, for example, that they have the pH which is equal to 7, this is neutral. If you give me an example, you can say to me pure water. Pure water. Let me to give you one example of that one, or let me to write for you one of the questions that maybe you will see this question in the exam. Pure water which has a pH equal to 7 is acidic solution. I will ask you to make it true or false. True or false. What are you gonna say to me? You're gonna say to me it's not correct. Why? Because it's not acidic solution, it is neutral. Neutral, right? It's neutral. Why? Because the pH is equal to 7. Another true false is a pH equal to 0 is the strongest base. Again, you're going to say to me it's not correct. Why? Because a pH which is equal to 0, it is the strongest acid. Okay, so these are only to remind you about the pH, that how we're gonna use the pH. If we have a compound which is equal to 0, it means that this compound is the strongest acid. Yeah, and remember the uses of the acid and base. I will show you tomorrow by the lifetime. We're gonna be continue by tomorrow. I just hope that you will see this video, and I hope that this video will be helpful for you. Thank you so much.